Let's talk success stories. I have a success story of a client who manifested approximately 6,000 euros. That's probably similar to $6,000. I don't know, maybe like 5,000 something pounds within like 2 or 3 weeks, I believe it was. What happened was that she had some trouble with the, I don't know, like official tax agency. And what she did was, what we worked on was the revision technique. We changed the belief that every time she got a letter from the tax office, it was bad news and, she would panic. So we changed that with the revision technique, that she would always only get good news from them. And she always had enough money to pay them back. And eventually, she did her tax return and she expected to get about maybe like 1,000 euros back. Actually less. She thought maybe I'll get 1,000 if I'm lucky. But she ended getting back almost 5,800. Oh well, I said earlier she manifested about 6,000, and it was wrong. It was more. 5,800. And a couple of weeks before that, she had a bill to pay, and she also just manifested, I'm so thankful. She used scripting. I'm so thankful that I have enough money to pay that. And then she found a letter that she hadn't read, she just kept aside, and it was from an insurance she had made years prior and that she had forgotten all about. In the letter, it said something like she should either start paying again, so to save money for later, or she can cancel this insurance and then she would get like 1,800 euros. And she did that, got that money within like 2 weeks later, and was able to pay that bill. And then like another 1 or 2 weeks later, she got that money from the tax return. So that money came out like from nowhere. She did not expect that massive tax return at all. She thought it would be like a couple hundred, if she were lucky, maybe like 1,000. And then she found that money that she didn't even know she had. As I said, she used the revision technique to clear the limiting beliefs about money, and then she used scripting. But please keep in mind, no method is better than another. It is just pure preference. If you like to affirm, if you prefer affirming, you can do that. You can use affirmations. If you prefer visualizing, you can do that. For example, you can visualize getting a letter that has a certain number on it, or you can visualize getting into your bank account and then seeing that number, or you can visualize not necessarily with visualization but audio visualization, the telephone technique, by your friend congratulating you. Oh my God, you got all that money, like you can pay off bill XYZ, or you got all the money you needed for that, or oh my God, I can't believe you got that money. We don't necessarily want to tell the universe where the money comes from. Like with my client, she didn't even know she had that insurance still lying around, right? So that is nothing she had kept in her mind. So the money, how, it's always the job of the universe. You just tell the universe what you want, and it helps to be precise. There is this story by Neville Goddard, who had a person he was teaching, and she saw this hat that she really liked, and it's a while ago since I've read it. I think it was like $14, which would be way more like over 100 nowadays, and she didn't have that money, but she was a student of Neville Goddard, so she just manifested the hat. She visualized herself wearing the hat, and she avoided looking into mirrors. She just visualized wearing the hat every time she was outside, and at home she visualized taking the hat off and putting it on a shelf, and she did that for several weeks. And then one time a friend told her, I saw this hat, I bought it for myself, but then I changed my mind. I kind of don't like it, but I thought it would be perfect for you. And that friend just gifted her that same hat. That woman, she was asking Neville Goddard, well, why didn't I manifest the money for the hat? And he said, well, have you ever bought a hat that expensive? And she said, no, usually my hats, they're way cheaper. He said, well, if you would have found, let's say, $100 bills, then you would have probably done other stuff with it. You would have paid the rent that is still due. You would have gone grocery shopping, whatever. You would have bought more important stuff than the hat. She said, yeah, I guess that's right. But the universe wanted you to give the head. So she didn't manifest the money to get the head, she manifested the head itself. So if you want to manifest a specific thing, it helps to manifest, I'm so happy that this bill is paid, or I'm so happy I have financial freedom, whatever that means to you. It can help instead of just manifesting, oh, I have money. Okay, it is good to also have like an idea, what would you do with that money, and to visualize, script, or affirm that, and that may help to bring it to you easier. But then of course it's the law of assumption, so in the end it is your assumption that decides. But if you have been stuck with manifesting money, then you could try that by being more precise. What do you want the money for, or what item do you want, and then you can directly go to manifesting having that specific item. Well, if this helped, then please like, subscribe, check out my other content. I have lots of it. Don't forget to hit the bell icon because I constantly upload new videos and you don't want to miss your next favorite video. Find me on social media and I do see you there, or in personal coaching or another video. Until then, I wish you all the best now. Bye bye.